Hey there, fellow adventurers. Welcome back to our channel, where we bring you the most mind-blowing moments ever captured on camera. From heart-stopping rescues to jaw-dropping natural phenomena, get ready to be amazed. Now, let's dive into today's journey of the most incredible moments ever caught on camera. Number 10. In a shocking turn of events, Santa Cruz, a picturesque coastal city, has been struck by a devastating tsunami. Following a massive 8.9 magnitude earthquake that occurred off of the east coast of Japan, a tsunami hit the coast of California on March 11, 2011. The tsunami, which arrived as a 3-foot rise in the water, sank 14 boats, damaged up to 50 others, and caused an estimated $26 million in damage to the Santa Cruz harbor. At least one surfer had to be rescued from the difficult tide, but no injuries from the event were reported in the county. At 6:40 a.m. on the morning of March 11th, a pre-recorded reverse 911 call was sent out to 6,620 local residents calling for a voluntary evacuation to higher ground. Officials closed county beaches, which were reopened by 5 p.m. that day. The first surge arrived at 7:45 a.m. The damage caused by the tsunami closed the harbor for repairs until March 22nd. The destruction by a tsunami depends on the direction and the force of the wave. The more force, the larger the wave. Number 9. This is the moment a trickle of stones on an Andes mountain trek turned into a huge landslide, leaving hikers running for their lives. Julian Insaurralde heads up a mountain trekking team that guides visitors around the famous range on the Argentina-Chile border. The video begins by showing climbers leaping over a rock slide of around 3 feet, giving each other a helping hand to jump over it. The mood at this point is relatively calm, with laughing heard as the hikers appear to be pleased to see the flow. However, the width of the slide continues to widen, thus making it more of a challenge for the group to step on safely. Then comes the warning sign from one of the group perched at the top of a raised platform, and what follows is terrifying. But in a matter of seconds, a gigantic flow of rocks speeding down the side of the mountain at ferocious speeds shows just what the warning was about. Thankfully, it appears that all members of the hiking group managed to avoid getting caught in the path of the landslide, which could easily have resulted in death. Number 8. Like a scene out of the Poltergeist movie, Teddy Ho got the shock of his life when he came home one Sunday recently and saw the floor tiles in his living room shattered as if someone took a jackhammer to it. Later on, Ho checked the CCTV footage and saw that the tiles suddenly popped and shattered around 3:20 p.m. that day, without any hindrance of any sort. Ho posted a video of the unusual incident in the Singapore Home DIY Facebook group, where some commenters asked which spirits he offended. In the clip, though nothing happens at first, a loud crackling noise can be heard coming from somewhere. After a few seconds, a line of tiles suddenly folds upwards with a much louder crack, knocking a shelf upwards and setting off a chain reaction. Other tiles then pop out of place and break into shards, some of which shoot up into the air before shattering. According to expert, tiles can pop up or become loose due to improper installation, moisture-related issues, weak adhesive, heavy foot traffic, or structural movement. Number 7. A natural whirlpool, also known as a vortex, is a phenomenon where water forms a swirling motion, typically in a circular pattern, due to the interaction of various forces such as currents, tides, and underwater topography. These whirlpools can occur in oceans, seas, rivers, lakes, or any body of water where there is sufficient turbulence or a change in water flow. Natural whirlpools vary in size and intensity, from small eddies to massive maelstroms several meters wide. A boater decided to take a close look at a large natural whirlpool that forms near Dent Island in BC. A video shared on Reddit was recorded from a watercraft that was taking laps around the whirlpool, which appears to have a strong current. Here is another video that became viral on the internet.
Aren't you scared? Oh my god, dude! We're on top!
On a strong flood, Devil's Hole, A turbulent and aerated section of water south of Little Dent Island can be a frightening spot, but on an ebb, the stream is much more consistent because there is nothing to deflect the flowing water. Number 6. The Maumee River's fracturing, shifting ice cover attracted throngs of sightseers along its shores, while continuing to feed an ice jam that flooded Side-Cut Metro Park between Maumee and Waterville. From the Roche de Boot area of Farnsworth Metro Park in Waterville, spectators watched as giant slabs of ice crept down the Maumee River. Chunks as big as 2 football fields wide and 3 or 4 football fields long coasted steadily, some carrying large flocks of birds, before smashing into Waterville's landmark, abandoned railroad viaducts spanning the river. The Weather Service continued an ice jam flood warning for that area, along with warnings about minor flooding along several other northwest Ohio rivers. Ice jam flooding is difficult to predict, and conditions change rapidly, with the worst flooding typically occurring just upstream of jam locations, the Weather Service said. Number 5. A significant landslide occurred right at the end of a tunnel in Ordu, Turkey, causing concern and disruptions in the region. The incident, which took place in the mountainous terrain of Ordu province, has raised questions about the safety of infrastructure in the area and highlighted the challenges posed by natural disasters. The landslide occurred at the entrance or exit of a tunnel, adding to the complexity of the situation. Landslides are not uncommon in areas with rugged topography like Ordu, where heavy rainfall and geological instability can trigger such events. The exact cause of this particular landslide is yet to be determined, but factors such as heavy rainfall, soil erosion, and geological faults are often implicated in such incidents. Landslides can have serious consequences, including loss of life, property damage, disruption of transportation networks, and environmental degradation. In the case of the Ordu landslide, the proximity to a tunnel adds another layer of complexity, as it may affect transportation routes and infrastructure integrity. Number 4. In a peculiar turn of events, a driver recently stumbled upon a bizarre scene while navigating the roads. To their astonishment, they encountered a car somehow stuck upright on the road, defying gravity in an inexplicable manner. The sight left onlookers and passers-by bewildered, prompting speculation and curiosity about how such an unusual occurrence could have transpired.
So we're in a storm right now, and this car literally just drove up this, I don't even know what happened. I think the wind took it, but this is what's happening right now.
Images and videos of the upright car swiftly circulated on social media, sparking a flurry of reactions and theories about the circumstances leading to its peculiar predicament. Speculation ranged from the possibility of a freak accident to suggestions of supernatural forces at play, adding an air of mystery to the already surreal scene. Local authorities were swiftly notified, and efforts were underway to safely remove the car and investigate the circumstances surrounding its vertical position on the road. While initial reports suggested no injuries or casualties, the incident served as a reminder of the unpredictable nature of the road and the capacity for the unexpected to captivate and confound in equal measure. As inquiries into the incident continue, the upright car remains a curious anomaly, leaving observers intrigued and eager for answers to unravel the mystery behind its unconventional stance on the road. Number 4. A man has revealed how he discovered a tree burning from the inside out while out for his morning walk after a massive storm. The bizarre incident has prompted claims people can see faces in the tree located in a U.S. cemetery. Jim Probst's dog was so scared after the storm woke him up at 2 a.m. on Wednesday, he had to leave the pooch in the home as walked into his St. Louis neighborhood. Probst awoke at 5:30 a.m., but he ended up leaving the dog in the yard. As he walked towards the nearby St. Peter and Paul Cemetery, he could see smoke in the sky. Number 3. The 2007 Eli tornado is the strongest tornado ever measured in Canadian history. In Manitoba, Canada, the town of Eli was hit by an F5 storm. Eli was a little unincorporated town in southern Manitoba prior to the storm, and its residents had no idea that they would become famous in Canadian history. On June 22, 2007 it was. Number 2. After elephants and rhinos, the hippopotamus is the largest animal on the planet. Despite its benign looks, the semi-aquatic animal is known for being aggressive due to its unpredictable behavior. An undated video of a hippo almost climbing out of its enclosure in a zoo is going viral. In the video, a man who appears to be a security guard is seen trying to push the large animal back into the water by slapping it lightly. In response, the hippo opens its mouth as a show of dominance. The guard does not appear deterred and hits it again. After a few seconds, the hippo retreats. Number 1. Torres and Rio were exploring a forested mountainside when they happened upon a rocky clearing overlooking the valley below. Torres took out his phone to film the view as Rio moved to sniff a nearby tree. It was then that the unforeseeable occurred. The ground began to give way below Rio's feet. Torres quickly called for Rio to move from the spot, but he wasn't able to escape in time. And just like that, he was swept away in the devastating landslide. This helpless owner watched as his beloved dog, Rio, was suddenly swept away by a massive landslide. Thankfully, Rio wasn't injured and was immediately taken to the animal clinic.